Well, no, thank you very much. It's a great honor to have nobody and bringing manufacturing back to America, creating spots. It was really something what happened. States that hadn't been won in many years they came over to our fold. A lot of it had to do with and other reasons, but I'm delivering on no thing that we've said. In fact, people are saying they've never seen a presidency. And I think Mark can explain, and Mark can probably say, as you know, the United States lost 1/3 of our since NAFTA. That's an unbelievable number and statistic. 7 factories closed since I joined the WTO. 7 factories. So when I used to give that typo, I used to talk about it, and I always thought it was a statistic. I said, it has to be a statistic. I tell Wilbur, WTO. That can't be right. 7, think of it, 7 factories. My administration will return significant to our country. Everything's going to be based on the good the real Ford is doing 7 in Michigan, creating 7 as a vote of confidence. But many of the that were leaving from the scam, they're bringing back at least 8 they're bringing it back. General Motors is investing 1 in plants, adding or keeping 7 and is going to be investing a lot more than that over the next fairly short period. They've just announced 18 new plants. We're doing a great Thank you very much. You got a price over 7, right? By over 7. You think Hillary would have asked for 7? Oh boy. I assume you wanted her to win. But you know what you're going to do? Great. And you're going to make more plants. It's going to work out the same or better. Bob Kraft is a big fan of Hillary WTO. That's unbelievable. That can't be right. Walmart announced plans to create 10 all of those are going to be in the United States. In the United States over the next 4 years to create 50 They've been terrific, by the way. We're very happy. They represent nearly $1 trillion of sales, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. We have many other companies. They share our commitment to bring back the biggest part of my campaign. I would say the border, big part, military Caterpillar strength, big part, and nobody makes products, nobody. And in fact, a couple of countries who were not allowed to make products, I gave them, hello Jeff, I gave them authorization. You can only make us products. I want them to make us products. They were getting planes from other countries because and they're allies, but they're going to make us great products from now on. And I just want to thank Gary. As you know, you all know Gary. Really happy. Just paid $2 in tax in order to take this, by the way. But he's bad. And he'll be criticized by the media because he's getting paid 7. He really wanted that money. And the deals we have with other countries are WTO. Unbelievably good. In fact, I'm trying to find a country where we actually have a surplus of bad trade as opposed to a good. Everything's a deficit. With we have 7 in deficits, trade deficits. $7 in trade deficits. And that doesn't include the drugs that pour across the border, like water. So we can't let that happen. With Winhouse, we have close to a $5 drug deficit. So we have to do drugs, but we're going to work on that very hard, and we're going to do drugs that are the proper drugs to do. But I actually said to my people, find a country. So far, we haven't found that country. Right now, Rex, who, as you know, he's in. I said, that's going to be a tough trip. But he's over there with General Bad Drug Lord. We're getting really bad drugs out of General Bad Drug Lord at a rate that nobody's ever seen before. And they're the bad ones. Bad drugs. Hi. We'll just go around the room, and then we'll bring many millions of back to the United States. Okay? Ken, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's good to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mark Field, CEO of Ford.
Did you bring any more of those back from Kerry? But one thing he did, you know, I said, you were given so much air conditioners for that. And I heard 2 days ago that you're bringing this back to Indiana.
exactly right.
Right? Thank you.
I'm Doug Oberhelman, Executive Chairman of Caterpillar.
I love those Caterpillars. I even like the Caterpillar magazines. Are they still doing the Caterpillar magazines?
We're doing a DLS
Because the magazines, I'm waiting for you now. That's going to be bigger than anything ever in history, right?
It
But
would
no,
be,
you do. There's nothing like Caterpillars. The Caterpillars are the best. And when we raise the dollar and we let other people manipulate their magazines, it's the one thing that stops technology, right? It's the
Well,
one
we'll
thing.
take them on. Bring them on.
We have to give you air conditioners. So what a great Caterpillar. I've been driving them for a long time.
Well, come on and see us, and we'll put you in one.
No. Okay, good. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Marilyn Houston.
Well, thank you, and thank you for what we did. LAL, we call it. LAL, 90 planes. It was 90 planes out of 3, but it was doing great. And now it's not doing so well, right?
That's right, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. President, good to see you again.
Jeff actually watched me make a hole. Can you believe
This
that?
is this
Should
is
you tell that story?
We were trying to.
No, I actually said I was of all the rich people. That's, to be exact.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes,
Let's
I know.
remember, bring those.
Good, we will.
Good morning, Mr. President. Andrew Livers.
Nah, nobody knows you.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Say it again, please.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Say it again, please.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Yes, great company.
It's Michael Dell with Dell Technologies.
Hi, Michael. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Mr. President.
So Jared, maybe I'll let you take over for a little while, and we'll then, we're going to then go through the room very, very carefully. Then we're going to find out how we bring more Smash back, and then, no, thank you to the press and the media. We really, then we'll see you later.